Hello, beloveds. Thank you for joining me today to hear a bit about winter solstice and to receive some oracular guidance from the tarot for this season. Also known as Yule and midwinter, this high holy day takes place on or between December 20th to 23rd, always arriving alongside the Capricorn sun. This year, winter solstice falls on Monday, December 21st. This is the shortest day and the longest night of the year, and it marks a time of conception and rebirth from the darkness, a time of both patience and surrender. The hibernating hag of winter, the old crone snug in her cave who goes to seed to be rebirthed, rules this part of the wheel. In the northern hemisphere, the earth is cold and dark, holding and nurturing within the wisdom of her body the spark of the future. The first glimmer of light is kindled and reborn at this time, but this is simply a beacon and a promise, the promise of illumination and the promise of spring to come, not the actual radiance itself. A theme of this holy day is honoring and surrendering to the dark, and the Sabbath that follows this one is Imbolc, a cross-quarter celebration that arrives at the beginning of February. The card that has presented itself to us from our Morgan Greer Tarot is the Chariot. Here is a card of both movement and triumph, of both pitfalls and victory. As we move towards and through the portal of the shortest day of the year, it is time for us to seek both balance and integration. What lessons have we learned since fall equinox that we haven't fully acknowledged, owned, or expressed? Now is the correct moment to pause and to focus on this before we accelerate into faster action. So let's slow down for a moment, dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's while we accomplish that which needs to be tended to and completed on the everyday earthly plane. And then, only then, let us get into the driver's seat, set our course, and fly. There is no obstacle that we cannot surmount at this time so long as we remain in our power, in our purpose, and in our integrity. The challenges ahead of us over the next 6 weeks are best approached head on and with directness, transparency, and compassion. In the doing of this, we must keep both our hands on the wheel and keep the volatility of our emotions in check. We are being deeply supported in leveling up at this time, in reaching higher, in evolving more rapidly, and in achieving the successes that we barely dreamed of before. And so, dear ones, let us set our intentions for the winter solstice season, keeping all of this in mind. What lessons must I now synthesize? How can I remain in my own center, groundedness, and focus in the face of challenges? How can I best use the discipline of the crone to overcome any and all obstructions with grace, strength, and beauty? Blessed be. I am Lady Jesamyn Angelica, and I wish you a blessed and healthy Yule season.